Hello, welcome along, Nigel with your Nigel's Modelling Bench. Welcome back, or welcome along if you're new. If you are new, please hit the subscribe down there and give us a thumbs up, give us a like. Here we are, we're doing the DeAgostini Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 from 1967 in a massive 1.6 scale. Yep, this thing is like 3 feet long or whatever when it's finished. It's huge. So, and it weighs a ton. So this is pack 71 now we're looking at. This is part 41. We're working on pack 71. I'm not sure how far we'll get. We'll do 71 or 71, 72, 73 or just 1 and 2. We'll see. So here we can see we're looking through the magazine as usual. And we've got the Edsel and other less than successful cars. I actually like the old Edsels. I think they're beautiful. A beautifully preserved Ford Edsel seen here at American Classic Car Show. While today such examples are rightly viewed as valuable vintage cars, when it was launched in '58, the Edsel was strongly criticised for its looks. After only 3 years of production, the manufacturer had lost over $250 million. God, in 1958, that must have been crippling. Wow. Anyway, nice Mach 1 in the background there. Look. So if you look down in the description below this video, there's a link in there. You can go to DeAgostini and you can see about getting one of these for yourself and building it. So see if you can go from there. Right. And then here we've got another Edsel there. You can see in a lovely turquoisey blue with the a station wagon. And then here we've got an AMC Gremlin. That was an unpopular car, but I think a good looking little car at the time, but wasn't very popular. Gremlin X of 1976 exhibited at the Tupelo Automobile Museum in Mississippi. The Gremlin was a sales success in spite of its looks, which were generally considered a failure. Almost without realising it, the maker created a new category, American subcompacts. So that was kind of, it was kind of big, small cars, if you know what I mean. Look at that thing there. Oh, dear, dear, dear. While the concept of the mid-size crossover SUV represented by the Pontiac Aztek proved to be of great interest, its questionable design saw it wholeheartedly rejected by the car-buying public. It looks awful, doesn't it? That looks like some cheap, nasty kit car manufacturer's attempt at, oh dear, rebodying a blooming Skoda Favourite, doesn't it? It's awful. Yeah. Right, so there we go. And then here we're talking better stuff now. Ford Sierra Cosworth rally car. So not a lot of people know this. These were used in rallying as well, and they were very successful. Sierra's day of glory came in '88 at the Corsica Rally. The race was 100% on asphalt, and Didier Auriol managed to claim victory. Amazing driver, Didier Auriol. There we go. There he is. And then here we've got Sierra Cosworth as standard was offered in 3 colours, white, black and bluish grey. Despite initial estimates, the 5,000 units manufactured were easily sold. And today they're worth an absolute fortune. But be careful if you buy in one, because God, they know how to rust. So there we go. And there you can see one, Ari Vatanen. Yes, we love Ari Vatanen. Met him, he's an absolute gentleman to meet. And here we've got the XR 4x4 with 5-door bodywork and a covered nose. Did not live up to expectations. It drove better than the Cosworth on ice, but was too heavy and lacked horsepower. Yeah, I think it was a V6, wasn't it, that one? I think. I could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. So what are we going to do in this magazine? Let's have a look. So here we've got rear passenger compartment partition. So I'm assuming this is like a rear bulkhead type thing, is it? So get rid of that. Get the parts out of the bag. We'll put the bag over there. We'll get our screws out. So we've got more PSO5s. We've got PSO5s coming out of our ears this week. So there we go. So we've got more PSO5 screws. So we've got 4 in there. We'll be using 3 of them. There we go. There's our rear partition. So it's going to be a fairly simple one. So this is going to be 71 and 72 when look at it. Retrieve the interior floor assembly you worked on in the previous stage. Place the rear passenger compartment partition at the rear of the floor below the interior rear platform and identify the 3 points where the screws go. So we're making this rear even longer now. So we've got our rear bodywork here. You can see how huge it is. There's my hand. It's absolutely massive. So this is going to go, so we'll hold this the same as it is in the magazine. So this is going to go up under here. So we've got 3 location lugs there. So those holes there are going to pop in the sides there. So it's looking like, and the 2 pins, yeah, are inserted into the left. So we're going to put this, can we put this down like this? Yes, we can. So these are going to go into there, like so. So they just pop in, okay, and then these here will line up with those holes. So we're going to grab, oh, come here. We're going to grab a screw, and we're going to put that screw in there. I know some of you are quite disappointed that I'm looking at doing the Ferrari 330 because some of you who watch my scale models don't enjoy the part works, but some of you love the part works and don't enjoy the scale models, so I'm here to please everyone if I can. But the Ferrari 330 is absolutely gorgeous, and it will just sit next to my 917 beautifully. So if DeAgostini want to send me one, I'll build it with very much happiness and joy. I don't think they do though, to be honest. Right, so there we go. So that's that done. Yeah, so we've basically just done what they've told us to do in about 7 different segments. Complete the attachment of the rear passenger compartment partition by screwing in 2 PSI5 screws in the centre and right holes. Okay, so I shouldn't have put one in the outside hole, I'm guessing. Yeah, they put one in there. I don't know why they've done one there and not there, and then put 2 in here. You've just seen me do it. So there we go. Right, we'll have a look. If you wonder what this mess here is, if you remember, that got broken in transit, so I glued it back on and then put some super glue around it just for a bit of support. So it won't be visible on the finished model, but I just wanted to make sure it was there. So there we go. So there's our rear partition. It looks like that could be pushed on a bit tighter actually there. There we go. Never mind, the bodywork will pull all that in. So there we go. That's that. Beautiful. Finishing off our interior. Let's have a look at pack 72. Okay, so here we are now with pack 72. You've just heard my Mustang. So, Shelby's perfect pickup. Well, the F-150 is pretty perfect anyway, isn't it? This is the SVT Raptor. I had a Ranger Raptor. Awful car that thing was. But anyway, this was the 575 horsepower Shelby Raptors. It stood out with the splash graphics and everything. So, yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Love the Raptors. Shame they didn't have a V8, they had a V6 in them, didn't they? On release, the simplest version of the Shelby Raptor package added $17,995 to the $44,000 cost of a basic SVT Raptor. $44,000 for an SVT Raptor, and over here it's over £50,000 for a Ranger Raptor with a poxy little V6 in it. Oh, dear, dear, dear. This one here, extreme options below, took the total cost to $83,623. In today's money, that's about, what's that, about £55,000–60,000. So you can get one of them for the same cost as we pay for a Ranger Raptor here. Ugh. Yeah. Yes. The Bonneville Soap Flats, where records are broken. You can see here, that's down in Bewley, I think. Absolutely. Oh no, this car is now on display in the Historical Museum at the Daytona International Speedway. I thought that was at Bewley. Maybe it's a different one. And then here we've got a that's a Dodge Daytona to test at Bonneville. Once out on the flats, they set 28 speed records, some of which still stand. Wow. Wow, that's impressive. And then here, the retro-style Triumph Bonneville bikes. This is a T100, pay tribute to the record set by the Texan Johnny Allen on his Triumph-powered Texas Seagar. Seagar, two-wheel in 1956. There you go. Travis Pastrana. Guy was an absolute hero. He's broken his legs God knows how many times in all sorts of operations. Fantastic motorcyclist and now car driver. You can see he's rallying there in a Subaru, and he's got into NASCAR. Just unbelievable. Right, so what we're going to do in here. Folding panel and hinge. This looks like interesting. An interesting little build, doesn't it? Here we go. We've got our lovely little bag all partitioned off nicely. I love the way DeAgostini pack this stuff. It's really thoughtfully done. So here we've got we've got a nice sticky panel there. Here we've got a lovely finished and trimmed panel, and a hinge plate, which is that sellotaped in, or is it just, oh, it's actually a two-part. Wow, they've gone to town here with the packaging. Look at that. It's lovely, isn't it? Beautifully packaged. That could go in the recycling. And we've got a lovely little hinge here. Note we've got two holes there, and then the single holes on here, so it's obviously going to go in a certain way round. And we have PS21 screws, so not PS5s for a change. Okay, so that can go over there in the rubbish. So remove the protective film from the adhesive carpet. The carpet is to be stuck onto the folding panel. So this lovely plastic on here is going to be having this carpet stuck to it. So let's just see how well it fits, shall we? Okay, so it needs to just lay off the edge slightly, lengthways. Yeah, it's going to be just laid off. So what we're going to do, if we can, yeah, it's working beautifully. What we'll do is we'll peel this back, fold it like that, and then we'll put down one corner and we'll lay just away from the chrome. I'm going to check here that it's square, so I'm going to peel it back. The glue on these carpet panels is lovely. It really does. It's very forgiving. It lets you pull it about and everything. It's not like once it's down, that's it. So we can see there the length. I've got it just away from the chrome there, and you can see here it's just away. So what I'm going to do is peel it back, and I'm just going to try and get it so it's balanced out on the length. There we go, that's nice and square. So we'll hold this down here and then roll that over there. Okay, and then we should be able to pull this off of here. And then what I'm going to do is pull it, the top's gone down like that, and then we'll roll this bottom over, and there we go. So a little bit daunting for the newer modeler, shall we say, but you know what you can do if you want to, spray a little bit of water on there, just spray a mist, and that'll enable you to slide it around. There we go, that's gone on beautifully, all lovely. Right, they're telling you how to do it on here. Basically, that I would do it the way I've done it rather than peeling all the backing off, because that way you've got time to move things around and just have one end stuck down. So on here now, we're going to turn this over. You can see that on here we have a pin at each end, and then on here, get ready the panel hinge. On one side it has two holes close together at each end and a center hole. Place that side on the edge of the panel so that the two pins on the panel go into the holes in the hinge. The hinge's shaft should be facing outwards as shown. So we've got these two pins here, two holes here, and you can see the shaft is facing up. Alright, so that's going to go like that. Now I'm going to get this tiny screwdriver. This is a tiny Tamiya screwdriver. Okay, and we're going to put this in position. Okay, and you can see that plastic pin on there. You see the plastic pin sticking out. That's going into that outer hole. And then we're going to push that screw into there and screw it in. It's quite a tight little fit, probably because it's such a tiny screwdriver, but it will go. Don't worry, I didn't break anything. That was just the obviously the chrome trim is a separate piece of plastic, and it just moved and creaked. Okay, so that's going in like that. There we go. I'm going to tighten this one up as well. And we'll just grab this one and put that one in the center. I'm just looking at this magazine now. I'm hoping that carpet should have gone on the outside. I think it should. Just thinking it could have gone on the inside face as well. It could have gone on this face. There we go. So that hinge has gone on there now. That's lovely, isn't it? Very nice indeed. Hear it popping around. Okay, so we've got our 3 screws in there. So there we are. So the final result is like that. Okay, so there we are. So that does go on the outside. There we are. And I'm guessing that is going to go. I don't know where it's going to go. Okay then, let's have a look at pack 73. Welcome back to the final segment of this part 41 of this build, and here we are now with pack 73. So what have we got in here? Grand Am Boss 302R. That's my favourite Mustang, 1969. Absolutely love the 69s. I used to have a Grabber Orange S197, 2017 it was. In 2009, to commemorate the 40th anniversary of the legendary 1969 Mustang Boss, Ford presented the Boss 302R. This high-performance model proved to be an ideal base for competing in the Grand Am Challenge. I remember that coming out and I wanted to get one, but I just didn't want to get another left-hand drive Mustang. Because driving a left-hand drive car in the UK is not fun, especially get on A roads and stuff. So there we go, you can see the Mustang there out in the front. We've also got a Mustang there in second place. So BMW, Camaro, Porsche back there, look. So yeah, very nice. And there we are, there she is up on the axle stands and having work done. You can see all the white body shell there with the Grabber Orange exterior paint. Beautiful. So we've got the rear seat backrest we're going to be working on here. And here we have the J project. In 1966, Ford sought to perpetuate the GT's dominance in endurance races with a new prototype, the so-called Project J, which had a long and complicated development. So yeah, it looks quite a lot like a GT40. But not actually a GT40, so it's composite material. Very interesting. Back end of it's very interesting as well. Look at it there. So looks like it's got Shelby lights, doesn't it? You can see in here all the test equipment. So it looks like it's got a GT40 dash. A highly concentrated Ken Miles joined the 24 Hours of Le Mans on June 19th, 1966. A couple of months before his death, yeah. Very unfortunate how Ken Miles went. But, there we go. Right, so let's have a look at this final part of this this month's build. So what have we got here? Pack 73. So we've got some back seat parts by the look of it. Got some more sticky felt, I expect. Yes, we have. So we've got a sticky back piece there, and then we've got some more screws. So we're going to be doing some more screwing. So we've got PS21s here, and we've got PS05s here. Easily identifiable because they're black and they're silver. So there we go. So what we're going to do here, place the rear seat backrest panel 73B by the back of the rear seat backrest. So here is the, as shown, so you can identify the 4 attachment points indicated in the picture. So we've got it like that. So that's going like that. Yeah, so you've got these large holes here that are going to sit over those lugs. And then the next bit they're going to tell us to put it on there. So we're going to put it on like that. And then we're going to attach it with 4 PS05 screws. There we go, that's that done. And now once again we've got our sticky back to go on, so before we remove any backings we'll just check the fit. We can see the fit on this one is nigh on perfect. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take away this backing. We just peel away the end, fold that down flat like that, and then we can put this on here, get the corners aligned. Just going to touch one corner, make sure this end's all down nicely. There we go, and then what we can do is pull the backing off. Don't let it flop down like that, like I just did. And then we can just put that down. Like that. I know it's daunting to a lot of you guys, but believe me, it's not bad at all. As long as you just do one corner at a time, get it all lined up, get one corner stuck down, make sure this corner is lined up with the backing still in place, put that down there, pull the backing down, and you're away. There we go. So that's that done. Right, retrieve the folding panel and place the rear seat backrest onto the hinge fitting the 2 pins, the backrest into the holes in the hinges shown in the picture. So we've got, which way round is this going? So that's that way round, so that's going like that. Okay, so we've got 2 pins on here. You can see there's one there and there's one there, and they're going to go into those holes in the hinge panel. Okay, this is going to be very awkward to hold and screw together. What I need to do is get myself loaded with a screw. I'm not even sure if this screwdriver is magnetic. Yes, it is. So we'll get a screw in the centre first. I'm not looking at the instructions anymore because they're probably going to tell us to put the screw in one end first or something like that. Oh no, they're telling us to put a screw in the centre first. So make sure that screw goes in square. There we are. Just screw that in. It's quite tight, as I say, as the last one. It's quite tight, probably just because the screwdriver is so small. I'm thinking if I'm not even sure if I can find it now. The screwdriver that came with the kit, I'm probably quite good at doing these. I must get myself a nice small screwdriver. It's something I don't own. It's a nice one. Oh, come on, Nige. Back in a minute. And there we go. We've got those 3 screws in. 1, 2, 3. All done. So there it is. That's our folding seat. And I can't quite understand what's going on here. This is the seat backrest. And we've carpeted that bit. I don't get it. But I'm sure it'll all come clean in the end. So unless... No, I really don't know how this works. Anyway, I'm sure we'll get there somehow. So there we go, that's it for this one. There's nothing about fitting this to the floor or anything. So I will see you all probably now next month for the, what is it today? It's February the 9th. Yeah, so it's probably going to be early March we get the next one. So I'll see you all then. So that'll be part 42, won't it? And we'll be getting on with packs 74, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, and we'll see what pleasures they bring us. It's going to be the right hand side, probably the seat bases, and we'll get it all fitted together and see how it all looks. See you all back for that one. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.